Mastering information security. Someone must own the security policy, or everyone will own the consequences. Who is responsible for developing and disseminating the organization's information security policy, and what mechanisms are in place to ensure that all employees are thoroughly informed about its contents, aware of their roles and responsibilities in implementing it, and understand the consequences of non-compliance? Developing and disseminating an organization's information security policy is typically the responsibility of the Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, or the Information Security Officer, ISO. This individual is responsible for ensuring that the policy is comprehensive, up-to-date, and aligned with the organization's overall mission and objectives. To ensure that all employees are thoroughly informed about the policy's contents, the following mechanisms can be put in place. 1. Policy awareness training. The organization should provide regular training sessions for all employees to familiarize them with the information security policy. This training should be mandatory for new employees as part of their onboarding process and periodically for existing employees to ensure they remain aware of their responsibilities. 2. Policy documentation. The policy should be documented in a clear, concise, and easily accessible format. It should be published on the organization's internet or other internal platforms, and employees should be encouraged to provide feedback and suggestions for improvement. 3. Role-based access control, RBAC. The organization should implement RBAC to ensure that employees only have access to the resources and information necessary to perform their job functions. This helps to minimize the risk of insider threats and ensures that employees are aware of their roles and responsibilities in maintaining the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the organization's information assets. 4. Job descriptions. Information security responsibilities should be included in job descriptions to ensure that employees understand their specific roles in implementing the policy. This also helps to identify employees who require additional training or support to fulfill their responsibilities effectively. 5. Consequences of non-compliance. The policy should clearly outline the consequences of non-compliance, including disciplinary actions, up to and including termination of employment. Employees should be aware of the seriousness of breaching the policy and the potential impact on the organization's reputation, financial well-being, and legal obligations. 6. Incident response plan. The organization should have an incident response plan in place to respond to security incidents, and all employees should be aware of their roles and responsibilities in the event of a security breach. 7. Regular policy reviews. The information security policy should be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure that it remains effective and aligned with the organization's changing needs and risks. Employees should be informed of any changes to the policy and their responsibilities. 8. Employee acknowledgement. Employees should acknowledge that they have read, understood, and will comply with the information security policy. This acknowledgement can be obtained through a signed agreement or an electronic confirmation. 9. Training and awareness programs. The organization should establish ongoing training and awareness programs to educate employees on information security best practices, the importance of information security, and their roles in maintaining a secure work environment. 10. Metrics and monitoring. The organization should establish metrics and monitoring procedures to measure employee understanding and compliance with the information security policy. This helps to identify areas for improvement and ensure that employees are held accountable for their actions. By implementing these mechanisms, the organization can ensure that all employees are thoroughly informed about the information security policy, aware of their roles and responsibilities, and understand the consequences of non-compliance.